It's even better too. Mm-hmm. And the reason I said HOA was not really because of
you're good.
Like I like HOAs because I think that the competitor that we have right now that's really aggressive is really going hard scatter and no HOAs. So like and then a competitor that only does HOAs was recently acquired, so people are unhappy with them. So then it kind of opens it up for me. But the thing I love about scatter is what you said about pricing.
Yeah. And
then also the fact that it's only once weekly collection. So we increase throughput for each truck.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing I like about it. But in terms of, me being one guy, I guess I'm just thinking about it in a limited sense where I'm like, I'm only one guy. How many doors can I knock on in a day?
That's not going to be human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So let's think of it this way. You said when you get to 3,000 doors is when you're like super profitable, right? Or like it becomes more profitable.
Yeah, we have
right.
money, yeah.
And if we get to 5,000 doors, then you're like,
we're good.
You're good. Well, in my mind, I like to think like, if I had to take this to its natural extreme and I only had to have one thing be true, because I like to like make a plan on like the fewest need to believes as possible. Like every single new assumption that we introduce like dramatically decreases the likelihood that it occurs. If I said, all right, do you think it's humanly possible to get 10 people to work on commission to knock these doors and get to, let's say conservatively 5 a day, right? Now this guy's going to keep getting better. He's 3 weeks in, he's already doing 7, fine. But like, let's just say they stick to 5 a day.
Yeah.
That's 50 sales a day. It's $1,500 a month. You're looking at 20,000 doors by the end of the year.
That's
right. And so to me, it's like, okay, well that overshoots our goal by like, 8x.
Yeah.
So there's all these things that you're doing. But if it was like, if only that one thing were true, then what are the other need to believes that are associated with that? Which is that you can find the houses to do these door knocking on. Mm-hmm. Do you have the ability to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so knowing where to go is not a problem.
Yeah.
And so basically your ability to solve 2 things. One is the cash to pay the salespeople, that they collect as much as you owe them, and that you can cover the cost of the first, the $42 that we went over earlier. And so like if the only thing you did was like you went home and you were like, I'm going to go find 10 dudes and they will be commission only, and I will just rejig the offer so that I can get $42 plus what I have to pay them up front, we don't have to talk about anything else.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I can go through, I can look at the ads and I can tell you what I think could be better. I can tell you why which we can go through some of those things. But fundamentally, I just want to be like, here's the ramrod. If only this were true, then what stops me from doing that? Not a ton, which is just the offer and getting the sales guys on.
Yeah.
And then after that's done, it's like, that's it.
Yeah.
And then we just jam it. And then you just don't let yourself get distracted.
Right.
I will give you my blessing on if you get an inbound HOA, you can close them. Okay. But I still would be like, this is our growth strategy. Yeah, sure. Except free money provided. It's super operationally efficient. It does take some of your time. Fine. You're the owner. You can close big deals. But by and large, I think that's the play.
Okay.
All right. Great. So I think we go scatter. Great. That was decision number 1.
Yep.
Now, acquisition channel, you already have 50% coming from door to door. So that gives us that one, right? So I'm going to hit the sales process in a second, but I think we need to go on offer because this is kind of the big unlock of this business. All right. So we have to you said you're going to pay them 50, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here's how I would restructure this. I would say we have to get $42 no matter what, period. Because that's what it costs. That's hard cost, right? So this is base. Then got to get the sales guy paid. So I'm just going to put commission here, which we can fill in a second. So we can kind of backfill that. Okay, we have to get a commission and we have to get the contract, right? Mm-hmm. So what I want to do is find something. So do you give them all a new bin or can they get do they get somebody else's bin or how's that work?
We recycle the bin. So if someone, the 3 people who canceled, then we'll, but for the most part, they're new bins.
They're new bins,
yeah.
Okay.
And we'll finance them over 3 years. Before I bought them with cash, but then I'm like, okay, maybe we should probably hold on to more cash.
You used to pay for them in cash and you finance them.
Now I'm financing, yeah.
And do the customer, is that $14 per month included?
Yes.
How much does it cost for a bin?
For the set, including freight, it's $116.
All right, so it's $116. Okay. Now, so this has been. What else can you sell up front?
Bulk pickup, maybe.
But only what percentage of customers like opt for that?
That's also seasonal, and that's
So no, that's not the offer.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? So I'll tell you, I had this idea. So we talked about the QR code earlier. So what I was thinking about doing was like, you put the ugliest, massive QR code on there, and you just say, hey, if you want to not have this big QR code on there, it's an extra $5 a month. Or if you're cool with it and you're still like, are cool with us advertising the business, you allow us to leave it on.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right. And so all we're going to do though is just tack that on to your existing pricing. So if they say, I don't want the QR code, then they're going to pay $5 more than your existing price. So we bake in a little price increase there. So we get $5 for the QR code.